Welcome to the award-winning, multi-award-winning team building exercise. This is season 5? Episode, I probably could pull it out.
Don't pull it out.
8.
Just tell us what episode.
Episode 8.
Yes.
GCPS. And I'm Rob.
I'm Jack.
I'm Coach. I've been waiting for this one.
We all know Coach. It's his channel. You should know him. We're the
should.
special guest stars here.
That's right. We are the special guests.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
Relegated to this.
If we weren't still under contract. Damn lifelong contracts.
Well, you know, when you cut your hand open and sign in blood, you know, that's some serious business going on.
It was the first time we made a mistake, yeah.
Well, now you pay for it.
We let us out of the podcast, but somehow we're still here.
Somehow. So what do we do on this podcast? What is it? What are we here for? Why have you dragged me away from the comforts of my home for this?
Well, you're not talking to me, because I never drug anyone. But I will tell you what this is about.
I think Coach would
There's a
say that
difference
perhaps.
Oh, I was going to say there's a difference between drug and drug.
Oh.
Yeah, we go over every list here. We're up to GCPS. We're going to talk about them, go over everything. Jack's going to start, and then we'll have some hate. And I don't think there'll be any hate in these guys. They're perfect.
Indirect hate?
Me.
Meh.
I feel ambivalent, but we'll see. Maybe you could draw some hate into me.
Oh, that's my forte.
Draw me to the dark side.
Yeah, that's it'll take me about 3 seconds.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure you'll say a certain word. And
I was
I'll be
going to
like,
say, you compare these to the enforcers, you'd wonder, and then
Boy, Jack,
then
man.
the heat would start.
Yeah. You got to piss on
see
somebody's
it's
parade.
building right there.
Yep.
Anyways, Jack, please tell us your list. Usually you
Okay.
start with a leader.
Usually I do, and I will again once I preface this by saying I don't have a lot of GCPS. GCPS being Gotham City Police Department.
Right.
I don't have a lot of models, and I have done this season with models I have, so I could be, make do with what you have kind of situation. So my list will not be optimal. It's going to be what I could.
Oh, you stuck to your guns. You're actually using what you got.
When we get to Forge Fathers, I don't know. Forge Fathers, I'm either gonna have to put in an order to Mantic and tell them to express it.
I have Forge Fathers here somewhere.
So
I
if
don't know
anybody
if it'll help you.
is actually listening and wants to want to contribute to the Jack Fight Forge Father Fund, the FFF, the Fight
Yes.
Forge Father Fund,
The JFFF
yeah, just
F. There's
just
another N. F
send
in
it to team building exercise 1 Plaza, Toronto, New York.
Exactly.
Oh, that'll get to us.
117-36428. Yes.
Just send it to Community Pat. I'll pick it up at Gen Con.
Okay.
Oh yes, because Rob's going to be working for the Pharaoh in the next upcoming week. So yes, if you're at Gen Con and you want to see
Jack. This is no chance this is coming out before Gen Con. There's no chance.
When is Gen Con?
It's the 7th, I believe.
Oh,
it's
I'm
2
gonna.
weeks.
I'm like clockwork, man. I'm putting out fires. I'm putting out fires.
What year?
See, Jack.
Yeah,
you trip over one crack, and
6 months ago, you let one slip by, and now for the rest of the time, Rob's going to ride you hard, put you away wet.
yeah, that one time I went over the limit of 200. That's still,
Well, okay. So I've prefaced it. I've said only models I have, and I will say you're going to want to listen to this whole one through because we've got some breaking news at the end of this episode. So you're going to want to listen.
Okay.
Sometimes, after I'm done, if you dip out, everyone understands. But this time, listen to the end. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Corporation Marine Lieutenant.
Woo! All right.
Was that him contacting you just then? I heard.
Could you hear my phone?
No, it was the Marine Lieutenant contacting him.
Yes. Okay. Well, that was That was the least professional I've ever been, and I apologize wholeheartedly. And I'm
Profusely.
This is probably
Jack,
the
I know
second-
that's not true because you do something called Vinland Old Time Radio. And back in the day, you were very unprofessional.
Well, we'll see. Just see how unprofessional I can be.
Remember, Jack was we was calling him a diva, and he really hated that. That was some vitriol.
Secretly, you loved it, I think.
That was just your friend and mine, the golden boy,
Oh, wow.
the mantic dandy.
Once again, insulting us by speaking with the enemy on the show.
He's not the enemy.
Well,
No, Tyler Schultz is a treasure. He is a delight, and I will not have you besmirching his good name. He's at a Kings of War tournament right now, and he just wanted to say hi.
I saw a post on Facebook where he's teaching people how to play Dead Zone, which is good at Kings of War tournament. Good job.
And I'm not going to say yay or nay, but he might have been asking my opinion on some things because, we've got an award-winning show here. And anyways, I will put the Schultz on hold for a second, and we will get to the glacial pace and all. We don't want to drag this out. Okay, Corporation Marine Lieutenant, 544, not bad. Armor 1, hit points 2, size 1. Nothing great there. Nothing, not the worst though. He comes with a pistol. We're going to talk about his splat now, which is called Stand Together. Which, Coach, it's your job to let us know what that is.
So Stand Together is brand new for this iteration. Up to 3 unactivated models in your strike team. You see, it doesn't stand together. Up to 3 unactivated models in your strike team to each make a 1 cube move closer to the active model. I know English is different overseas, but moving models must not start in or enter a cube with an enemy model. The moving models are not marked as activated at the end of these moves.
That's good.
Usually
it screws them by making them activated.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. You get 2 splats and you're in business. You move the whole frickin' army up.
You can pepper pot a whole bunch of guys up. You can.
And it doesn't say you. It doesn't say you can't use it on the same guy.
Nope.
So you could use it on the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
And or you could move a bunch up and then, okay, now I'm going to use a second splat and move a whole bunch more, or move
the same guys up again. Yeah.
It's lovely. Now, he's got Comlink, which is okay.
Gives you extra die. Is that what it does? What's
do
Comlink do? I forget.
I can read you the model with his keyword is able to act as a spotter for his comrades. The model uses a special action to call in coordinates of an attack. So you place a marker in a cube. And
so it's almost like a tag, a better version of tag.
Only if we were going to start talking about the enforcers, and them with their tag, it's good. I think they are good.
Well, now they play tag, but that's it. Okay, good.
So he's got Comlink. Doesn't necessarily play into my particular list here. Recon 5+, usually, that's all right, but not great. Tactician 1, I try for Tactician 2. So 100% it is Stand Together, in which I have chosen this particular leader for. So, and 22 points isn't bad. 22 points is...
Wait, the Corporation Marine Lieutenant?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even better at 18.
He's only 18 points, yeah. Did you give him an item?
I gave him AP ammo for 4 points.
That'll do it.
That would do it.
So, yeah. Again, the splat makes this guy, he's cheap. If you wanted to go like Ranger Lieutenant or something like that, I could understand, but...
So would you say that the splat is where it's at?
The splat is where it's at, 100%.
Do you have a stamp that goes on the screen? The splat's where it at.
Yes. And there's a little sound of 90s. Yeah, like a good riff, like a quick riff. So for my troops, I have 2 corporation veterans with flamethrowers.
Nice.
Ooh.
Because I modeled them up for Adepticon 3 years ago with the It Burns, and so I'm stuck with them, even though being competitive, It Burn had it. So, oh no. Okay, here we go.
I had something to say about it burns in the splat. It's good. You can run the guy up with the splat to make the it burns more useful.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too.
Before Georgie interrupts.
Georgie's here though, and like, is it going to be Georgie or is it going to be a Boomer's Rumors? What's going? Oh.
Just?
There are a lot of sharks on Long Island. I hate to say it.
Why does he keep muting himself?
He's a professional. No background noise.
He's probably laughing. That's why.
Oh, the beat just dropped. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
DJ Georgie in the house.
He's got to release a single.
DJ Georgie.
So what's up?
Oh, it's just Georgie.
Hey, what's up,
It's
Georgie?
just me.
Hey, Georgie.
Just Georgie?
Georgie, we have a development I need you to take care of.
Okay.
That's not. Jack is talking about how much he likes Tyler.
Sorry, the mobbies.
All right,
Oh
take,
jeez.
Again, that's the second month in a row the mob beats are going wild.
They really are.
so Jack was talking about how much he likes Tyler, and he's, talking about Tyler on our show.
Jack,
Yes.
we have to have a conversation about this.
Young Master Schultz just wanted a little opinion on something. He's away. He just needed a little confirmation. I offered to help. I'm a helpful guy. I'm a helpy helperton.
And Jack's answer was always wear a Jimmy.
I thought it was put
known
four drops of chloroform on the rag.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm not holding back like I did last time.
These mobbies are really going crazy.
Well, I'm glad you were able to stop by and
Did
enjoy
you know,
it.
Jack? Georgie's head of HR with the team building exercise, so he's bringing into his office right now. So.
Uh-oh.
No, listen, it's just a regular old Georgie interrupting the show.
Good. It harkens back to our roots. It's good. I appreciate it.
Exactly.
So Boomer,
And you know what, Jack?
Boomer didn't
What's
make
that?
it.
You know what, Jack?
What?
Just for you, I'm going to do it.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but I support you. Do it.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
He's an ally.
Excelsior!
Oh, that's been pent up for a month. Oh. Yeah, I missed that.
I did it for you, Jack.
Why, thank you. Thank you. And our audience. I'm sure many people here, we have a lot of people that the goblins are what they come for. The rest of it's just superfluous.
That's a big word.
It's got a lot of syllables.
I don't know what that is.
Did syllables have too many syllables?
What?
Exactly.
What?
What?
It's his catchphrase. What?
All right, well, Excelsior!
See you, buddy.
Double shot. No rumors this week?
No, I guess not.
Boomer, I think he might have killed Boomer, frankly.
Might have.
He was in a really good mood, like too good a mood, and those mobbies, they were chewing on something. I just hope Boomer's not tonight's meal.
Boomer bones.
We actually I heard a rumor that we had good rumors.
You're like confused now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Boomer's rumors has been canceled.
Well, that seems like a them problem. It'll get sorted out eventually, I think.
I guess
Possibly
I'll have to do it in post.
in post. Oh, okay.
We'll leave a spot right here. Wow, those were great rumors.
Okay, so back to my list. We have 2 corporation veterans. 5/5/5, 2 hit points, and they got the flamethrower. Range 2. They ain't great. I don't enjoy using it, Burns. I know it's got a place. I find that any rules that are holdovers from the round before can easily be forgotten. I accidentally, I moved this guy. Remember that cube was, it's not as seamless as a lot of rules that I do enjoy. That's all.
We just put the markers in it.
Yeah, and then I forgot.
I don't know. Just don't forget, man. If I'm burning, if I set you on fire, I remember.
100%. I just don't enjoy it as much as some other rules, but it has its place.
Look at that guy right there. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I don't remember that helmet.
I
think is that a new helmet for the GCPS?
No, I think someone just painted it in such a way to highlight the parts that you just don't normally highlight.
Maybe.
It's cool. Usually it's the big thing on the side. But he went visor and mouthpiece. Whoever did that, kudos. That's a good paint job.
Especially for the GCPS, which are the worst to paint. It almost broke me. I think it did break me, frankly. I think I lost my joie de vivre for painting after them.
You did.
I've never recovered.
You painted what was probably a firefight force worth of models in one go.
It almost killed me.
And that's back when we were doing hobby hangouts. Back when we were doing the.
I did 2 of them. I did one for me and then one for someone else. 2 different
2 hobby hangouts?
No. 2 GCPS armies.
Oh.
What the?
An unprecedented second.
Rumors.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
He got the word.
Rumors.
So we dodged the bullet.
Welcome everybody to Boomer's Rumors with your host Boomer. Hey everyone. Jack, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
No. A second chance to get some Georgie in my life. I'm.
Jack, look at Rob smiling because Boomer's here.
He brightens my day.
Oh.
So what's going on, mate?
Oh, there it is. All right. You've been up north too long.
That's not what this is about.
So what is it about?
I have a rumor.
Oh.
All right. Lay it on us.
You heard a rumor?
This is from Mantic itself.
Hmm?
Well, I mean, an inside source.
Is Rob Berman again?
Maison will be coming to Firefight.
All right, the Rebs don't come for Firefight,
No.
but
that's actually a real rumor.
Maison Labs is coming to Firefight.
What's Firefight?
So if you were to have, say, a strike force for Maison Labs, and you were like, I wish I could play Firefight, now you can?
My question is, how would you have a Maison Labs strike force until the new sets come out?
Well, I'm going to let you guys discuss this. I have to go to the bathroom, and you guys can talk about it.
Do it in Australian.
That's what I am, mate.
That tracks. That's science right there. You end the sentence with mate.
Mate, that's it.
Okay, well,
All
thank
right,
you for that. We will discuss. Oh.
I think that's going to make people happy, that one.
No Rebs.
No one likes the Rebs. No one wants Rebs in Firefight.
We hate the Rebs. As you see behind us.
You don't have to lean that far. He's right there.
You have a bit of plague from your plague army. You have the Dreadball cyborgs, and you have the Maison. You can.
Star Saga is the only place you could get most of the Maison, but I guess you add some GCPS, you add some plague, you add some those cyborgs.
So if he got this from Mantic Direct, maybe there's a whole new Maison thing coming out because you can only get them through Star Saga. Really, when you think about it, unless you
There
want,
is.
unless you
They've
want,
announced it already.
maybe get Plague.
No, they've
And then
announced
GCPS.
Maison Labs coming out in box sets already.
No, but in Firefight.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be. I assume they have Dead Zone ones coming out, so I
Right,
assume
right,
they'll
right.
just do like a mega army version of it, like they do for most things for Firefight. But I'm saying they're re-releasing the miniatures, so you can not just have to buy Star Saga to get them, which is nice
Yeah, well, that
for
makes
Goliaths
sense.
and stuff.
yeah.
That does make sense. But
It was
if you
it.
bought,
But the Goliath.
if you bought,
Neighbors.
if you bought Star Saga, still, I wouldn't fault
Well,
you
it's
for
not
that.
available anymore. That's the problem. Star Saga I think only some of the expansions are left. I don't think the actual box set's available anymore for Mantic at least.
I heard Rob, you right there. Rob, you
Yes.
sold the last ones. That's
I
my
sold the last ones in
understanding.
North America, that's for sure. But
So
yeah, that was like 4 years ago. So
Pre-pandemic.
yeah, it was because it wasn't last year. It was, and the year before it was canceled, so it was the year before that at Gen Con. Actually, I think it might have been the year before that because I think there was a year after that. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
So it was 30 years
Crazy.
ago. Right. Okay.
Time flies. Tempest fugit.
So you don't like
Jack.
it, Burns, because it's too wordy? Is that what you were saying?
it's just a bit more clunky than a lot of the rules, and it can lead itself to like one of those things where you go, "Oh, remember," or "Hey."
It needs a. It can be cleaned up so easily. Well, not easily, but it needs to be cleaned up. I think it's just
In my opinion,
Well,
the actual rule.
I had a lot of discussion with this, and because I've been on record saying about how it is my favorite rule, and I said I like to throw the guys on fire and all this stuff and whatever.
Yeah, I love that. It's
And
just how it works.
And I was told that I shouldn't think that way because it's not made for that. It's made to actually lose an activation. Because
Yeah,
if you don't, so you
Yeah,
put out
why
the
not
fire, but you put out the fire, but you like take a wound and
what they're saying is that everybody's made of asbestos in Dead
Correct.
Zone,
basically, yeah.
so they don't have to worry about the fire. They just have to. The fire doesn't damage you in. I don't know if I think maybe the people who designed Dead Zone have never seen a flamethrower in action. What it can do to a human body.
Yeah.
First of all, the range is ridiculous. A flamethrower has a pretty good range.
About 30 feet, right?
Yeah, about the same as a shotgun. What's the shotgun range? It's about 3. Is the range 3 for shotgun? I think the ranges in Dead Zone are a little weird, anyways.
2.
But,
2.
so it is
a
the same, I guess.
shotgun with a
There you go.
is
Tracks.
lethal up to 500 feet. So
Really? That far?
yes,
Matters what kind of shot you have, I guess.
yeah. But if you're talking about a Diablo slug or even
Slugs for sure go longer, yeah. But like buckshot's much closer.
yes, we're not talking bird shot. But anyways,
Because you guys are like Sasquatch hunters and, going out there up in the Great North. I like to just go with a
We use elephant guns, actually.
Yeah, I go with a pointed stick. I want to give the bear a fighting chance,
Jack actually has one of those, what are they called? A punt? Remember the
yes, the long one I put on the end of my boat so I could hunt
Yeah.
like a flock of ducks with one shot. That is correct.
Really?
Yes,
but he uses it for Sasquatch, which is, it kind of ruins the meat a bit, but
I just
he
killed.
doesn't
the
mind
last,
picking pellets.
I just killed the last one last weekend. It begged for death. It said, "I'm the last of my kind. Please finish me." And I asked, "Is it because you eat babies?" And he's like, "No, we eat berries. We eat mushrooms." And I was like, "No, I heard otherwise." And he's like, "Are you the one hunting us all?" And I went, And then I shot him because I got uncomfortable. That's a fact. That's true. That happened.
Is
And
that,
anyways,
is that a triple F right there? That's a triple F right there.
Fun fight fact.
Yes.
I can't say
It's been a
that.
while since we had one of those, but
Yeah.
Well, they're very rare, but when you pull it out,
That wasn't
know.
a fun fight fact. When I say fun fight fact, it is 100% truth, and I
Fun.
may have embellished my Sasquatch hunting story a little bit.
a little bit.
I don't want to
you
get
kill
into it
it?
now because we wasted enough time. But I know the end of that joke is you really don't. You're not coming out here to hunt, are you?
That I could have went that way too. I should have known my audience.
You know what? Jack, I know you. I saw it in the twitch in your left eye, and I was like, he's going for it.
I went for more of a sad,
Yeah.
poignant end, but it could have been that I had been coming out there and having coitus with Sasquatches this whole time. Yes.
He thought he was the last of his kind until Jack got hold of him.
Sometimes you go for that 3-pointer, but then you see the easy layup. You gotta, you can't go for big air all the time.
No,
I must say, a Sasquatch is never an easy layup.
No, and we call them Sam Squanches up here. If
It's true. I was talking American for them.
Yeah.
Just so you know what they're talking about. But
we call them Sam Squanches.
It's definitely a Sam Squanch.
So next up, I have 7 corporation recruits.
What?
They're the best.
6 across the board. That's trash. 2 hit points. But they're only 6 points each.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have so many corporation recruits?
Go ahead, Jack. Tell him.
Because it's all I got.
No, but how'd you get them?
Was that from Crazy Boxes back in the day?
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
Rob just showed up and goes, "This is the trash I don't want. Please
sounds
take
about
them
right.
from me." He had a rictus grin on his face, a twitch, and I was like, "Oh, is that because you've painted too many?" And
Yes.
he was just like, he literally,
I think I still have some. That's the sad part.
1,000-yard stare and went, "Please, I beg of you." And I was like, "Okay, I've seen Deer Hunter. I know how this ends. I gotta take these, or else,
Sometimes you got to be a good friend.
got to be a good friend."
I'll be on a water tower with my Sam Squatch gun, and
That's right.
With the Diablos. So the recruits are kind of garbage. They're like they are from Satan.
he has a lot of them. He has a lot of them though.
7 of them, they all have the range 6
Zero
laser rifle.
VPs too. That's the best part with those guys.
0 VPs. So they are like zombies, except for they can reach out and touch someone.
They got a gun.
And you know what's annoying about them? You're probably going to kill something because it's just like you don't think about it, and then you get on a hot streak of rolling, and then you're like, what do you mean you killed my Hulk? Like what do you mean?
They also have rapid fire. This might be the one time that rapid fire would be useful.
Yeah.
If I can bum rush up with a couple splats, like all 7 of these guys into a position where they can start shooting a leader or a like a living legend or something, and I can rapid fire, I can maybe do some serious damage.
You know what?
Interrupt their movements.
It's pretty good. You know what? The one guy can come up there, he'll roll up there, and then you throw a splat down. He's like, "Hey, follow me!" And then he gets shot, but then the guy's already moved up. It works out good. They stand together.
They can blaze away. They can do. There's a little bit of.
They can't blaze away. They can rapid fire.
Okay, they can
Blaze away. Remember Blaze away?
I remember. Did the Enforcers have blaze away?
No.
They had something that they don't have anymore. I can't
So
remember.
Jack, so you got
nobody
six
has
of
Blaze
those
Away
guys.
anymore.
You got 6 of those guys. We got to keep it moving. 6 guys.
Oh, yes.
Glacial pace. The people
so
in France are going to be. The comments from France are going to be crazy. So come on, let's go.
It's scorching hot over there. No one's doing anything but listening to us and going, yes.
Well, they're probably triggered when we kept talking about flamethrowers.
Oh,
That is true. And they're wondering why it's not in French. And
Flambe.
Yeah.
Cross.
Je ne parle pas français.
crossing.
Your name's French?
And I have a Strider.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait. No, that's two Striders.
What?
I got 2
Oh,
Striders.
wait.
Oh,
I knew you had to make up the point somehow.
what did I just read? Is that 3 Striders? Because
Tree?
I do have
You have
3
tree?
Striders.
Tree spiders, really?
I was
For
wondering how
100.
you're going to make up the numbers. That makes sense.
No, that makes
100.
sense. That because Jack, remember every Crazy Brox came with at least 1 to 3 Striders in them.
And
We have a lot of Striders.
Yes, I have 3 Striders. So for 114 points, I picked up 3 heavy support Striders with the heavy burst laser, the range 10, suppression weight of fire 2, bad boys. They are 5s across the board. They 3 armor, 5 hit points. And honestly, for 4 VPs, 38 points each. It's what I had. I takes what they gives me, and yeah, that's what I did. So I have just enough recruits to get
That would You turned into a terrible list to a mean list. This 3 heavy support with those suppressions in the Way to Fire 2.
Now I'm thinking, Jack, just go with me, right?
Okay.
We've touted the Tank Buster Strider. Do you not have those? Because for 2 points more to have a range 10 AP4.
I'm guessing he doesn't either have the points or the miniatures. Which is it, Jack?
Most of mine of my Striders were made to do the chainsaw flamethrower.
Oh, okay. Urban Assault.
The Urban Assault, but I do have some with the heavy burst laser. I do not have any tank busters built.
Really? That's surprising.
There was a time
back in the day. I don't think you used that as much, right?
And I don't know who had access to them. And most of mine are built in the color schemes of my Plague, just in case.
Mm.
But the ones that weren't were built in the color scheme of my Rebs because they needed them. And so now I've aged out of having the proper things, I think.
Mm.
Well, I've old schooled myself out of a lot of things through basing, through color,
non-magnets,
and non. Yeah. Doing it over again, I would probably go, oh, the game's going to change dramatically in some ways. Some for the good, better, some for the worse. And I should have thought ahead. I did not. So I have 9 troops, 3 support, 16 VP for my list.
Mm.
That is less VPs than any other list.
And most of those VPs are from the 3 Striders. 12 of those VPs are from the Striders.
12 of the 16 are from the...
So I have 2 less VPs than most of my lists have, and I do keep track of that.
I think this is less than the Plague list.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The funny thing is, it's like a list I would make.
Yeah.
Just by mistake, it was a list I would make.
So, a Strider being an unactivated model, and I happen to have my Splat.
Yeah, does it? Does that Splat?
That's what I'm asking the committee here.
Up to 3 unactivated models in your strike team.
It's a model.
Would it be a dirty, sinful thing to have 3 Striders move up every time I use my Splat?
I would say if you had the Urban Assault, it would be. But since you have a range 10 that you can hit the guy on the next table, you kind of
but really still get into position though.
Yeah, okay, but I'm saying to get into position, but you know what I mean? It's like you don't really even have to maybe move him to the side to do something, you know.
Well, that's being 1 cube closer to the active model.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if the model's here and you're here and you want to move closer to him, you can't go through the building. You'd have to go through. Now I'm wondering
can you
too.
Go above the building?
Can you go above? Because it's still like if I'm moving towards the guy, and there's 1 level, do I jump up that level?
Yeah, I was curious because that doesn't take any extra move to go up a level.
Yeah, it's just a single move. It's not you're not going to need agility. You're not going to need to. So to move up.
So many questions.
Disposable person.
You can get that Mother Scratcher up 2 or 3 levels just by having that many splats.
There is an FAQ, isn't there? Or they never put it out?
Yes, the FAQ just dropped as of this recording. So depending, Rob, you can make a joke at Coach's expense at any time during my preamble here.
That is
version 1.
It's not my job for FAQs.
No, about the timeliness of when this episode drops. But the FAQ, I believe, dropped 2 days ago.
All right.
Really?
So we are going pre-FAQ.
Yes, because I honestly, I know it dropped. I know there was people saying, "Hey, why is this, and they were still in
the. It's on their website.
Where's well, why don't we do this? Why don't we wrap this up and then we'll come back with FAQ knowledge.
Jack, anything else to say about your list?
No, my special staff hacker, in case that matters, and That was it. It just to be able to move 3 Striders into a shooting position with their heavy burst lasers would make me smile.
I'll tell you what, Jack. I know you're sticking to your guns with this. It's a pretty good list. It's a fun list.
Oh, why? Thank you. Again, hamstrung by the fact that I only have scraps.
And official scraps, not 3D printed scraps.
No. But I this weekend I might start 3D printing a Kings of War army because I got a lot of little frogs. So that's neither here nor there. We can go to a commercial. We can come back and Rob will find out if the FAQ is available.
Yep. All right. So
see him working diligently.
Yeah, trying to get into the freaking Mantic website.
Okay.
Because everyone is, now that we're talking about it, everyone's going, oh Jesus, and they're all looking now too.
Yeah.
So like it's
I think that we should have Rob's rumors.
Rob's rumors. We'll
be back after
Rob's
these
rumors.
messages.
Sorry to interrupt, but have you heard of Dragon's Tome? Introducing the Dragon's Tome. Join your hosts, Jack, Chopper, and Rob, as they go down a nostalgia rabbit hole. The only YouTube channel to look at every Dragon magazine in chronological order. If you'd like some fantasy shenanigans, search for Dragon's Tome on YouTube. You can also find us on Twitter at Dragon's Tome, or email us at dragonstomepodcast@gmail.com. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
There are no places in this universe other than here where there will be people of great intelligence who will be able to fit not 1, not 2, but 3 Striders in the list. So, kudos. I'm still sweating, but
still.
Even
if we took a break, we listened to that commercial, which I gotta say, fantastic. That commercial every time gets me right here. Right. But also, we did look at we did download the FAQ. We did do a little talking. So you're still
nothing about what we were talking about in the FAQ, of course.
No. So that's why I didn't bring it up.
So you can move your Striders up is the answer.
Yeah. Well, no, we already.
But can they move up a wall? That's the question.
I don't see why not.
Are we back?
Yes. You know what a house rule is? It's just a FAQ that you keep track of in your own house. So.
No, it's just a rule that they haven't stolen yet.
Wow.
I wanted a spit take from Jack.
I'm not going to spit this out. This is the Wayne Gretzky 99 Premium Lager. It's brewed in rye.
I thought the commercials were over.
Oh, I apologize.
Rob, we need
Wayne.
We need need sponsorships.
Yes, I'll have to give Wayne Gretzky back his money.
Until Wayne pays. Yeah.
All right. So now we're up to Rob's list. So Rob is going to mesmerize and get us going. So Rob, usually, not always, but usually we start with a leader.
Yes, I coincidentally did this time.
Okay.
I usually don't, but I did this time. I chose an expensive leader, but he or she is good. I chose the Corporation Major.
Yes.
455 121, speed 1-2, recon 5+, but tac 2. That's nice. And he's got drone strike. Please tell us what drone strike does.
So it's the same as it ever was. Drone strike is the active model may take a special action to perform a range 8 indirect frag 2 attack. Boom.
You know I love frag. It's only frag 2, but that's fun. It's just like a bonus. You roll your splat and you get the command splat, and you're just like, yes, we're gonna bomb somebody.
And you could do it anywhere over the table.
Range 8.
Yeah. So.
I guess it's in case you're playing 2 maps together.
Yeah.
I chose the version with the sword and pistol because I like Frenzy 1 more than Knockback, because the other one's the Energy Gauntlet and pistol. So he's got a sword to defend himself just in case. 3 VPs, 30 points. He's pretty expensive, but I like Drone Strike. And that's why I chose him.
He does have armor 1.
Armor 1. I was going to bring
armor
that
1.
up. That's...
Yeah. Well, I think all the leaders have armor, which is odd. Oh no, the Corporation Marine Sergeant does not, but everybody else does.
And he fights just as good as an enforcer.
It's those coats they wear.
Yeah. Fights as good as an enforcer too. Just
obviously they're just as good as enforcers.
Pretty much.
Now for my troops, we go down to the Marines. Which Marines, you're asking?
Do they
because
work
they're troops. Marine monocycles as troops. Ooh. And they're 9 points. I think the regular Marine is like 8 points. So it's for 1 point you're getting a mono bite.
You're moving 2 to 5.
2 to 5. That's pretty freaking mobile. They only have laser rifles for rapid fire, like everybody for these guys, except for the good guys. 5, 6, 5, 2 hit points, size 1, no armor because they're not armored. But for troops, 9 points for a bike, Even though I hate mono wheels, still it's cheap. I didn't tell you how many I took. I took 4 of them.
Wow. All right. Hey Rob, if you don't like motorcycles, you could do what I did.
What's that?
Print up some snowmobiles.
It's snowmobiles, yes.
Which you should really like because those are actually the G.I. Joe snowmobiles.
Yes,
I don't want to say where I got the file from, but I will say that Rob is not only a handsome but generous man.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Wow. Whoever designed them is generous. I think they're on Thingiverse. Actually, they're free. So somebody did all the G.I. Joe vehicles. So I would do it on ram cycles. Actually, I don't like the mono wheels. I just think mono wheels are stupid. They look like clowns. Only clowns should ride unicycles. That's what I'm saying right now. I'll die in that hill.
Well, here's what happens. The mono wheel was basically an item that you would add. So I think the whole premise of the mono wheel was like you can carry it and then all right, now I'm going to get on my bike and go. That was the fluff version of it. So now we're two iterations later, and now just putting it in there. This just goes back to, they don't have items now, so we're going to do this.
But all I have to say is Ford Fathers get cool motorcycles. Why can't all the other people have cool motorcycles?
Well, I mean, they have cool motorcycles, but for 9 points, bro, dude,
it's cheap.
Yeah, it's
4 of them.
But can they go invisible like the
no, like the
enforcers?
Stealth,
theirs can go invisible.
There's no stealth bike anymore.
What?
They got rid of the stealth bike?
Yeah,
I have it on my shelf.
Me too. I got it on my shelf too. I can't see.
So they made us buy a stealth bike for nothing?
For shizzle.
Well, why don't you go? Why don't you go get it and show everyone?
I'm good.
It's right here.
I haven't skipped leg day.
I'm trying to find my next guy. It doesn't actually say on here if they're... Oh, yeah, it does. Troop. Ranger is a troop. I didn't know that. There's a troop version.
Which particular Ranger are you talking about?
Flamethrowers, because Jack is right. Flames are nice. Only took one of these guys, probably because they had the points. Aerial deployment and jump pack, though. Aerial deployment with a flamethrower? That's pretty mean. Drop them somewhere and just start flaming. Flame on.
Hey, man. Flamethrowers only range 2. Doesn't matter when you drop whatever the hell you want to drop.
Yeah, that's right.
And Rangers are pretty good. 5, 5, 5. 1 armor, though. 2 hit points. So that's pretty fun. Range 2, it burns. 2 VPs, 14 points. Pretty cheap still.
Now, you always do this, and I always have to bring us back. Once you jump in, you still have a jump pack, which is huge because they're probably... Most likely, I'm not telling you how to play Dead Zone, but most likely you're going to drop on the top level somewhere. And you might want to jump to across to another building or another structure. Say it's 3 up, space 3 up, and you can jump across that. That's a big deal, man. The jump packs are like, they're people say, "Oh, it's not a big deal that I have a jump pack." It
matters what your board's like. I think that's the key.
Well, I assume that everybody's like me with 600 pieces of terrain on their board. Yeah,
tall boards.
Yeah. Levels upon levels.
Even the sparse at a tournament, you cannot deny that's saving you movement and that's getting you out of jams.
Well, especially it's also a backpack. Yes, if you fall off a tower with your sniper. At least you can just float gently to the ground.
Yes.
Speaking of snipers and towers,
get him, Rob.
I'm going to a specialist now. My specialist is a ranger. It's the Akitech LWAWP ranger. It rolls right off the tongue, that guy. 19 points, 3 VPs, same as the other one with stats wise, but his range 10 sniper scope weapon with that arrow deployment. You got a flamethrower on one side and a sniper on the other.
Yeah.
So those two are going to have a nice combo.
Somebody's climbing up the wall to get at the flamethrower guy, and the sniper takes him out. Just hope they don't have armor because there's no AP in it. So
clearly,
no AP.
Clearly,
He's got to roll
this
better.
list is a headhunter list. If you can in the first round and their lead is exposed, a sniper and 2 flamethrowers might be able to clear out like some.
They're just a distraction. Don't worry, you'll see the rest here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, that's a big. Yeah. Whoa, we got a tough guy here.
Next thing I took, because they're new and special, is a Riot Trooper. They are not troopers; they're specialists. Even though they're called Riot Troopers, they should be called Riot Specialists.
Don't get me started. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
They have a Riot gun, which is range 4, weight of fire 1. I don't know what that is, but it's not a shotgun, I guess. By the way, they're 18 points, 2 VPs, 5-4-5, so they fight really well for some reason. Because they do have a mace. It's Smash 1 with that mace, which is kind of fun. Armor 1, too. They're armored also. Jeez, I wish the Enforcers had something like this.
Wait. What do they fight on, Rob?
Force.
And what is the those other guys? What do they fight on?
What are the guys?
I'm assuming you're talking about the Enforcers. They fight on Force. The best Enforcers fight on Force.
No. The guys who lost tag. What do they fight on?
Pathfinders?
Yeah.
I don't know. They fight on probably 6s or something, don't they?
Yeah.
5s.
I'm just, but
6, I think.
just
Oh.
so.
Yuck.
Yeah. Anyways, these guys also have a defender shield. These Riot Troopers, and I forgot to mention the last. I screwed up. That Ranger, I had actually 2 of the Sniper Rangers. I forgot to mention I had 2 of those. I only have 1 Riot Trooper, and he's got a defender shield.
Wait, so this has got to be about 30 points, right? Armor 1, fights on 4s, defender shield, and smash. It's got to be 30 points, right?
And weight of fire 1, yeah, 18 points, 2 VPs.
Whoa.
And they have armor 1, yeah. Anyways, he's probably going to be my leader protector. He might be the guy who just stands my leader.
A goddamn heart attack over here.
Yeah, I don't know what the model looks like, and I don't have one. But if I did, I would have taken one. And I don't care if it looks, if it's a.
He looks like a guy with a Riot shield.
If it looks like
a Riot shield,
a little mushroom creature that's got a
you love
feather,
mushroom creatures.
A feather for.
You wish it would look like that.
Yeah, maybe, and I don't know, a marital aid for a weapon. I would field that because that for 18 points is an amazing. Now let me, if I may, gentlemen. Okay, have you composed yourself? Because for a second there, I thought we were calling.
Yeah, no, I had a little palpitation.
Yeah,
we have armor 1, correct? Is the armor 1?
They have armor 1. Yes,
they have armor 1.
They are.
But now he has a Riot shield, which is a defender shield. So are we at armor 2?
Yes, we are.
So we're at armor 2 at 18 points.
And they can protect other people in their square as long as they're not larger than size 3, which is a new rule. It seems.
So this is
which is from the FAQ we did, during the break. We had
this is like 40. This is like 47 points. This guy, right?
Oh, even if you were to say, oh well, remember troop tax, I would say, yeah, my whole list was troop tax. Like, there's
guys, save it for the hate.
No, I'm just bringing up points.
We're talking love.
I didn't even talk. No, this, if you watch the video,
we're Enforcer fans. This is hate.
Coach's seal of approval. Riot Troopers. I ain't hating the player. Like
no.
I got the starter set, plus with my Mega Army, plus with the stuff from Star Saga. These guys are fantastic, man. They didn't get any Riot Troopers, so I mean, but I have 7 of them, but I didn't get any Riot Troopers. But I'm telling you, dude's all right. This is where the rubber hits the road right here.
Yes, and until the
third section. Yes, you're right, Jack.
Yeah.
Are you done?
No, I can go on for hours, but go ahead.
I got one more thing to add to my list. I mentioned I had 2 snipers.
I'm the restless sea. If you want to get in it, you got to jump in it, and that's it. That's the way it goes. So what would you
I
say?
will-
Yeah, how many?
I will gladly sit in the boat and try and wrestle that whale aboard for the rest of my life. But Rob, yeah, look, that face right there is saying we can't.
How many did you take?
Riot Trooper,
Yeah,
I only took 1. And of snipers, I took 2.
you could
My
tell,
last...
You could tell the melee guys and the and the sniper guys by their lists.
My last unit, I took 2 of these guys, just to remember that I took 2 of them. They are 3 VPs and 32 points. Pretty expensive, but they are Ogre Terminators.
Woo!
Minigun, range 6, suppression, weight of fire 2, and a shank bayonet that has knockback for a bayonet. Makes no sense.
You took
I
2?
don't know how you knock somebody back with a bayonet. Usually you kind of stick them to them.
You took 2?
I took 2 of these guys.
Okay, so you're not
5, 4,
good thing
5.
Jack's not following this list because I only have 1 of these guys.
Armor 1, hit points 2, size 1. Oh, sorry, that's wrong guy. That was the Riot Trooper. Sorry, 544. 544. 1 armor, 5 hit points, size 3. 40 millimeter base. Headstrong. Headstrong. What does that do again? I can't remember. Please tell me, what does Headstrong do?
That's your thing. I'm not supposed to do this. We all have our jobs.
I'll look it up. It's under H.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be.
Headstrong. Oh, you got to check?
No, I was just going to say. In the meantime, I was just going to
thing.
riff. I was just going to do some filler. But
Go ahead.
If you're pinned at the beginning of the activation, roll on a D8. As a roll to 5 or more, the model may perform a free stand-up action, then continue turn as normal. So he can get knocked down, but he'll get right back up again. He will be Chumbawumbing it all over the place.
And
Okay.
that's a firefight rule. That's what
Is
all
it?
the Forge Fathers have.
Well, that's firefight for you.
And that's actually a pretty interesting rule. Easy, simple. You know.
It goes against what you say. It's just like you have to remember to do it, though. It's one of those things you got to remember to do. But if you don't remember what your stats are, anyways. But Ogre Terminators are very expensive, but I love that suppression weight of fire too, and they're 5 hit points. That's pretty sweet. They're my version of a Strider, really.
They are the heavy support Strider.
Yeah. They are just specialists, though, so they can do what they like to do. That's my whole list. So it's 11 troops, 5 specialists, 0 support, 23 VPs, 200 points on the button.
Boom.
No items that I can see. I don't think I had any items. Nope.
Yeah, the Ogre Terminator though, that's 64
It's expensive.
points. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cheaper than a Strider. So there you go.
No,
and it's only got
no AP though.
nothing has AP in my list, I don't think.
Wow.
The GCPS are lacking in AP. There's not much in their list that actually does AP.
So just
Oh no, I do have AP 1 in their shank bayonets. They have AP 1.
Oh no, wait. The Riot Trooper? No, they have Smash. They don't have AP.
No,
Why
our
would
Ogre
you?
Terminators.
Why would you add shank to the front of bayonet? The two are diametrically opposed terminology, anyways. But a bayonet, you could then through the rest of the game just say bayonet and have it mean something.
And it shouldn't have knockback, but
Yeah, again, knockbacks wild.
it should be a just boxing glove at the end of their gun. But
I think they should call it because of the way the model is, maybe the quad bayonet.
But that's not the model. That old Ogre Terminator model isn't the Ogre Terminator that we have nowadays. That's a different model.
Which one is it?
These are humans. These aren't ogres. They're just nicknamed the Ogre Terminators.
Yeah,
They're
it's not the guy with the
No.
rag over his face and the.
No.
Really?
Yep.
When did this happen?
That in version 3.
Really?
That's why these things are here. They're not ogres.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't make sense to be in the GCPS, which is mostly humans. Which is all humans,
100%. Again, Shank Bayonet. The name's a little wild. Ogre Terminator is going to cause a lot of problems when people are thinking, "Oh, I've got one of those." He's got the rag over his head.
You
You
can
can
use
use
it.
one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
You
yeah,
can use it if
could
you want,
use
but the point is, that's a nickname now, I guess, for just a big, heavy weapon specialist. That's all it is.
so
Dumb.
I-
Why not choose a different name?
But if he's just a human, why does he have 5 hit points?
Because he's size 3. He's big.
he's armored. In like
It's
when
not
you're
armored.
looking at the
got one
enforcers, and you're looking at like the enforcer, like the not just the regular troops, but when you go into like the heavier, they're
Size 2.
They've all got size 3. They've all got
size 2, Jack.
5 hit points.
Size
No,
2,
they've
Jack.
all got what?
They're size 2, Jack.
Oh,
Notice that the Ogre Terminator isn't in the pictures at the end either.
Yeah.
good point.
I just checked. He's not there.
That's my list. So there you go. I hope Coach did something wacky.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you
mine's
guys
a kind of a mixed list. He's all right. I think it's going to be pouring a lot of firepower downrange is my list.
It's in your wheelhouse though. It's got snipers, it's got frag, and then after that, it's got some people to go wreck.
It's got some flamethrower, and then it's got a lot of the old suppression, which I like.
Yeah. No, that's not you wouldn't be bemoaning your inability to use that list. That's right. That's just your heart and soul right there.
My heart and or soul.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof, for sure.
The black, viscous, sort of iridescent goo that is your heart.
Coach, it's your turn.
Oh, I was waiting for you to throw it to me.
I did, but then Jack interrupted it.
Yes, I apologize.
I don't interrupt
Coach.
Jack ever. That's just
Hey, Coach. You know what? Why don't we see what you got?
Oh.
Let's.
all right. I would love to share my list with you guys.
Why? Thank you.
All right, so here we go. I don't know what you guys are thinking. All right, so I did the complete opposite of both of you guys because I wanted to go more toys and more boys. So we start off with the Corporation Marine Lieutenant, thinking the same thing that Jack thinks with the Stand Together. All right, if I can get one or two of them, work out great. If not, I'm not, not basing the whole army on it, but you know what? If you get one splat, you move in tree, it's good. Comlink's going to come in real handy in this list. All right. So next, what I wanted to do, a little bit of the new, a little bit of old, and some good stuff going on here. I went with one TAC drone. He is a troop. I went with.
I don't believe in them.
Okay, not a problem. Because there's nobody inside of him. That's why. So, heavy laser rifle, range 6, AP2, 2 hit points for 18 points, 2 VPs.
Before we get too far.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an engineer in your unit?
Do I? No.
You have to. He's remote.
No, I don't.
You can only take it. Yes, you do.
House rule.
Okay.
Yeah.
TAC drones. You need an engineer.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. So.
Oh no.
At least I caught it in the middle of the episode, not afterwards, where you'd have to complain in the comments.
They can complain all they want. I don't care. You know what? I love when we do this because then we get more comments and lots of complaining. So if I wanted to take a,
I was actually in the comments of the last video. You gave me permission to go. I made some. I talked, and no one talked back. I was abandoned. I was left alone, and I thought maybe at least one person would say hi, but no, it never happened. And you know what? That does hurt a little bit. I'm man enough to admit it. But what were you saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
TAC drone.
Yep. So,
He's trying to figure out how to get an engineer in his.
No, I already did it. So,
okay, let's switch Maru.
So, next, I'm taking. If you like something, you take 3 of them. So I'm taking 4 Marine motorcycles. For some reason I was taking 5, but now I'm only taking 4 for some reason. And so, like Rob was saying, you know what? The only drawback to these guys is they don't crawl up levels. But you know what? I got enough dudes to crawl levels, so I'm not worried about that.
And that's the thing with them being a unit like that instead of an item. You used to be able to, you could throw the item away and then go up a level. Now it's stuck on them. Their butts are glued to those seats.
Yeah, but you know what though? There's enough stuff on the ground that I got to do at, and that doesn't mean I can't shoot up.
Yeah,
So 5.65. They're not the greatest stats. Give them a good old laser rifle. They're on a 40 mil base, 2 hit points, no armor, but 9 points. That's grabbing objectives.
Objectives, yeah.
2 to 5.
You're gonna get to most objectives first round.
6 with a move dice.
Yep.
So
You're gonna
No,
have to
with the
you're
move
gonna have
dice,
to-
it would be 7. Because isn't it you get your movement stat for a move die? Your walk stat? I
Yeah.
think it is, or you just get +1.
no, that's
Now I question myself.
Oh no!
I
But
thought
you're
you get
gonna
the
have
walk
to.
distance.
You're gonna have to move these guys off objectives after the first round. That's there's gonna be points right off the hop. Even if you have to make a bunch of points that they have to make up,
Mhm.
you can park these guys. Where 5? That's over half the board. What objectives are you going to have to?
Advance has changed, by the way. It is only 1. It used to be that you can move your movement stat, but no.
It wasn't
They
always
changed
just
it to
one.
move.
I thought it was always just
No,
one.
it used to be you can move your movement stat.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's why they had to write it in there. Or maybe it was one of those things where it was questioned if you can move your movement stat. Anyway, sorry, Jack, I interrupt you.
Yes, you interrupted me in my list. So I have no the motorcycle. We already discussed it. That's a fantastic unit. And hopefully they start making them again. I know for a while there they were hen's teeth to try and find. So
They have all the
hopefully-
different versions now, so
Okay.
you can get them with a sphere on them using your GCPS.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
little bell on the top. Ding, ding, some tassels. Put a hockey card in the spokes.
The Saphir on the monobike is actually a pretty good model. I do like that. I'm not too crazy
We'll get
about,
there.
I'm not too crazy about the motorcycle, but yeah. But
You are a sucker for the sphere.
Yeah,
You are.
yeah. All
That
things-
has been
We'll
your-
get there when we do the rebs. We haven't done them yet.
no, all things Sphere. So
all things sphere.
next thing, I'm going with 2 Rangers with flamethrowers. Because I do love me, it burns, and I don't forget. So if I burn you, you're going to have to deal with it.
I just think it's a little clunky. I don't enjoy that.
Like clunky?
I understand taking them, but I don't enjoy them. I took them.
Me too.
So, another troop. I'm taking 2 Corporation veterans with the laser carbine. Rapid fire, weight of fire 1 on a 5 is pretty damn good, I think. So that's why I done did it. And then the Ranger, I'm a little lost here. Hold on.
Who am I? Where are we?
And a ranger.
Tell
Coach, we're doing team building exercise.
tell Rose to keep dinner ready. I can't find my Rangers.
He's gonna
He lost his
I've lost my
ranger.
Rangers.
in a notebook-esque ending. Coach is just gonna crawl into bed with a elderly woman, and they'll die together.
So the whole point of the Ranger being with the Range 2 is because they have the aerial deployment and the jump pack. That's what we said before. Rob kind of stole my thunder, but yeah, it's a good thing. The
Oh, yeah.
Corporation Veteran with the laser carbine is another good thing. So those are all my troops. My first specialist would be an engineer due to the fact that I have a TAC drone. So
Obviously.
obviously,
Yeah.
I mean,
Who'd forget that?
I
Come on.
wouldn't. Never
Never.
happening.
No.
Um,
Obviously.
But when you think about it, right? We think about it. Engineer and hacker. So for those silly hacking missions, you have to have some hacker in there. Because looking back on the rules, if you don't have a hacker, you can't hack.
I thought you'd just get a worse chance to hack.
No, you wanna look into that, and I'll keep going. I'll keep talking. So the corporation.
I think it just turns into a long action rather than a.
It
Yeah,
did.
so-
Double check it, Rob.
Uh-oh.
They've changed to hacker?
Yes.
Is that in the FAQ?
Nope. It's in the book.
Hacker. A model with this keyword is skilled at accessing terminals and intel. The keyword is used in conjunction with tactical asset missions and interactive scenery. In addition, a model with this keyword, which finds intel item, can gain an official. Oh, well, I don't have it. There must be some other thing that I have.
Well, if I'm wrong, put it down in the comments. But it seems that hackers can only hack.
Yeah, they changed that. That's for sure. That
Yeah.
seems like it.
Because what we would say was, like, I would take, say in the case of the Veerman, or Jack, you take your 6-point guys, right? Get them up there and get 4 of them on an objective, and they start pinging them off. But one of the guys, all right, I'm going to activate him and I'm going to hack for a long action. Then he gets killed, 0 VPs, nothing. So I think now you need a hacker or an engineer or somebody with hacker, because if not, then you kind of.
I could have sworn it was the amount of dice you got to do the action.
That was last version.
And then they, okay, well, you know what? We are on a new version, and
well, you've said that from the beginning. Remember, it was like, oh, this new version with double checking things. So
yes,
but when I looked into it about the missions and stuff, if you don't have a hacker and you just happen to have one of those missions, you're screwed.
Uh-oh.
So that means you got to table the guy.
Yeah, well, that's always my choice, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that too. Even though I was told that's not a good way to play, but whatever. All right, so then.
Well, it's not like you've ever won a tournament.
You suck.
A few tournaments, but.
Oh yeah, he didn't win a tournament, Rob.
I'm not so still in Adepticon. There's been others.
What have you done recently?
I've been avoiding COVID. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
So, all right. So moving on, let's go. We're going here. Corporation Marine. Another specialist, Corporation Marine, with a grenade launcher. I took 2 of those guys. Corporation Marine. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2. Right? 2. Yes, 2. So, getting a little indirect frag 3 for only 13 points is pretty good. And then my leader has comlink, so that helps. All right. Not that it really matters too much. I don't really base it on that too much. Next one.
It does help, though. It does. You have to choose a leader. You like the splat, and comlink happens to come along with it.
Right.
My list didn't need it, but if you got something that does, why not?
I'm still confused about this hacker. They don't even mention in the rule book anywhere about interactive scenery anymore.
I think
they mentioned that hacker can do it, but they don't have it in the rules anywhere.
Is it in the missions?
No,
you have to actually look in the missile?
It is conspicuously absent, and people said that right off the hop. They've scrubbed everything about the interactive scenery for this.
But it's still mentioned under hacker, yeah.
Because it's probably still a cut and paste from. But what I've heard is that it will be addressed again in another supplement, but in this one, it's been tabled.
So then why put it in and go through the whole rigmarole last time of making missions that have use of hacker and whatnot, and then just to leave it out for this version, and then still keep the guys with hacker in it? Why not just take out hacker altogether? Not have interactive scenery.
The problem is that mention interactive scenery multiple times in the book, but it's no description anywhere how you interact with the scenery. Even I'm reading the uplink scenario; it just says you can discover intel, immediately gain 1 VP. Oh, that's the flip, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's just if you're lucky. That's if you're using the crates.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly why that choice was made. Maybe it was for space. Maybe it was for time. I don't know, but it was well known. People were immediately struck by the fact that the interactive scenery had been scrubbed.
Yeah, there's no scenarios that have interactive scenery in them.
Which you think is, because they did it with the bikes. If you have interactive scenery, the terrain crate stuff would really be useful in that.
Well, that's the point, yeah.
That's the whole. Listen, I know they want to sell models and stuff, so they're writing scenarios for the use of that terrain. But why all of a sudden not have it?
But they didn't write scenario. There is no scenarios in the book anymore of that. So hacker is completely useless in version 3 as it stands currently. We've been worrying about hacker because we're thinking of version 2.
We've been not caring about hacker.
No, I don't care. But I'm just saying, you keep mentioning, hacker, you can do, but it's not in the game. If you're only playing version 3, it's not the game.
And now the spider says, "Welcome to the web."
Yeah. I've heard that was omitted conscientiously, but it is coming back. So
it sounds like they forgot to put it in, or they ran out of page space, and they're like,
Yeah, but I. Again,
hacker is this future-proofing the game. Is that what you're saying, Jack?
No, I think because they had all the like terminals and stuff. Because they were generous with the scenery for Star Saga and stuff like that, and they wanted to make sure people used it and stuff, paint it up and use it. I think it was just
I
maybe
mean, it looked cool too on the board. Just throwing that
for,
stuff out.
Very
for one
much so.
version, but I guess they since you can't get Star Saga anymore, they're like, we can't sell those miniatures anymore, so let's not even put the rules for it anymore.
But do they have a terrain?
Just like Mercs. They took Mercs out too, didn't they? There's a lot of Mercs that are no longer in the game.
But do you have the interactive terrain like as a terrain crate thing that you can
terrain crate? I would think a box that says Dead Zone scenery. And
They don't have one.
Because even
They don't have one currently.
Even in the one thing, it was like you can use the just reminds
the
me like
vats with the people in it.
Yeah, the Alien 3. When
That's
they go
all. That was all from Star Saga, and that's all gone. That's no longer. They haven't made a set from. They used to have a set from Terrain Crate, but I don't think it's in production anymore. There's hardly any sci-fi sets other than like buildings, but there's no scenery sets really from that. So. I'm amazed. For me, it's a huge revelation. I'm sorry I interrupted you guys again because I was this whole time looking to see where hacker works in the game, and it doesn't. So I just thought that was funny. Back to your list, Coach. I've missed like half of it, but
maybe the hackers are just really bad comedians.
they're hacks. That's for sure.
Life is a joke.
I thought life was a highway. Anyway, so that was
Ooh, little
Corporation.
Tom Cochran there.
There you go. Corporation Marine, 2 grenade launchers. Another Corporation Marine with a thermal
Grenade
rifle.
launcher's good.
Thermal rifle.
Get some AP.
Yeah, AP2. Range 4 AP2. Not the best range, but range 4 is kind of my cutoff. Unless I give a smaller range to a aerial deployment dude, which, like we said before, reaching out and touching somebody. In the rear with the gear, my last specialist. My new favorite model is the mortar team. Indirect 4. 5.65, indirect 4. If you watch this particular battle report, this one right here, I destroyed the Rebs with that. My mortar team was on pernt. And
when it works, it works. I've always said that.
Yeah. And if you, I don't want to spoil anything because I know the trillions and trillions of fans who are watching Tyler's stuff. If you want to come over here and see the acute and higher level of dead zone play, that when you scatter and miss, it goes into a cube with other stuff in it. So you got to, it is incredibly unbelievable how, I could do that. So, and then
That's probably not in the game anymore either.
What's that? Oh, what?
It's scatter.
When you miss?
Yeah.
Rob's shook. His world is crumbling. Yeah.
Well, you know what it was? The mortar missed, and I hit the back row, and then it bounced back in. And Andrew's like, no, it's off the board. No, it's aborted. Like bounces off.
That's a wall. Yeah.
And he says it comes back. He goes,
no, is it anymore?
There's no wall. No, I listen. There's certain concessions I've made. I'm not making that one. Right? You're in a dead zone. That's it.
Scatter's still there. I looked up indirect. Scatter is still there.
Yeah, I know. So, and then for 2 points left over, I'll give somebody ammo, which I usually, like I'll take it and that's a game day decision. Like whoever did the most, in training and whatnot, hit the most targets will get the free ammo. And that's all she wrote, man. So that's 16 units, 9 troops, 6 specialists, 9 support. 9 troops, 6 specialists, and no support. 24 VPs, 200 points on the nose with an engineer.
On the nose.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a little of everything. That's a well-rounded. I'm coming with a lot of contingencies.
I like to figure out how to put a little bit more AP in the list. Maybe taking the like the grenade launcher thermal rifle instead of taking I took 2 grenade launchers and then 2 thermal rifles. Maybe switch that up. But a Corporation Marine with a thermal rifle is only 1 VP, so it's not I don't mind losing them too much. They're only 10 points apiece, so.
And the Ranger with the aerial deployment is 6 points more for the thermal rifle. That's
Right.
quite a bit more.
Yeah, but I do have the Rangers with the flamethrower, so that I like.
Under scatter rules, the edge of the board is considered a solid wall. So there you go. It's in the rule book.
There must be an echo in here. So,
Well, no.
In
We
your
have to make sure of
face,
everything now.
Andrew.
We
In
have to
your
make sure.
face.
To make sure of everything now.
so that's my list, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, that was a list, and
It was.
the world is
fine.
falling around me. Not, up is down, left is right. Cats are sleeping with dogs, and hackers don't matter. That's our new hashtag. Hackers don't matter.
Hackers
Please.
don't matter.
And we're back to talk about some of the hate, which you guys already went crazy on the hate in my list. So
No,
Well,
we went with love.
we-
We were talking love.
We just did some comparisons now.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me time to take the gloves off.
Uh-oh.
he's taking the gloves off. We'll be back to see where those gloves are
I'm
been
I'm
put.
about to take my shirt off too. Stretch out a little bit. So, shut up, Jack.
Ready?
Been ready.
Welcome back to the award-winning team building exercise. I'm Jack, that's Rob, that's Coach, and we just did our lists as per the usual. And now we're going to do something. We're going to say who we didn't take and why, and then we're going to do something with, begrudgingly, we do something called the hate, where we talk about why we didn't take some certain things and why we don't like some certain things. And we try our best not to wallow in the dirt that is the negative, but sometimes you have to. That's how things get changed, and that's how things get corrected. And much like the Secretroid's base size, we make things happen around here. So
Yeah, I hope you didn't all rebase your Secretroid onto a 60mm base.
I refuse.
Read the FAQ, it seems.
I tore mine off the base as per the episode that we did. Thankfully, I printed the base. Thankfully, I didn't glue them on there. I'll stick them right back on where he was. So anyways, young Robert, you usually go through the list and tell us what we didn't take. So if you wouldn't, you know what? Coach is over here winning tournaments. He's got his pedigree. There's no one can question that.
They do.
Rob, he's
do.
a sales machine. He works diligently in the booth. He can push product. He's knowledgeable, personable.
I thought you were talking about my drug sales. I was like,
yes,
stay on the
and,
UGG drays.
Rob Fentanyl Harper, but and then what's my place in this world?
Just being Jack.
You crinkle bags.
I do. Okay, Rob, thank you. That my existential crisis is over. Please continue.
Nobody took a Ranger Lieutenant. 4.54, pretty good stats. 1.21. He's 1 armor. Like I said, most of them have armor. Only 24 points for 1 and 26 if you want the Peacemaker gun. What does Eye in the Sky do, Coach?
Reroll any number of dice when rolling to hit a target cube with an indirect weapon or grenade during a shoot action. You use this one special order per shoot action.
That's kind of fun if you're doing a heavy grenade indirect list. That could be fun.
Yeah, you know what? He would have fit right into my list, but he's kind of expensive for what he does, and also he's aerial deployment. I don't know if you want to put him up close and personal.
Recon 4+ though, nice recon.
Yeah,
Tax 1.
attack 1 though. So
He's pretty good.
So the GCPS only have one Tech 2 dude. Is the major. That's it.
Yep, the one I took. Yep.
Who used to be the general, but now
He got demoted.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bust you down to major, general.
The other leader we didn't take is the Corporation Marine Sergeant, right? Nobody took that one.
No.
Recon 6+, TAC 1, so that's terrible. 5.54, 2 hit points, no armor. This one I say no armor. He's only 18 points or 20 points if you want a laser rifle, so that sucks. But he's got Overwatch. We all know what Overwatch does. We miss it, but this guy has it. I guess if you really want it, I would like a heavy list like Jack's list. If you had all those guys, you could Overwatch everybody, but it's not as effective as when it was an in-great ability. So
Yeah.
Yes, when it was intrinsic in the rules that you could, I don't have a move, I don't have an action, I can just go into Overwatch, or you could choose tactically to use Overwatch. It was, I thought it was wonderful. It was one of those things that made the game like
Tactical.
More so.
It took a lot of the tactics out when you took Overwatch because you didn't have to worry about running into areas.
You're free to. There was no repercussions from doing whatever you wanted to do for someone who was thinking defensively. But
I think they took it out because they didn't want any enemy actions on the other person's turn.
Yeah, any enemy reaction to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably why they took it out. Anyways, Corporate Jack took recruits. You took Marines, right, Pat? Or I mean, Coach. See, too many with Pat.
Some racist stuff, man.
Nobody took a
Answer
medic.
him, Brian. Come on, tell him.
Yeah.
Well, I think just the everybody took everything, Marine, veteran, all this stuff.
Nobody took a medic though.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons.
And of course, I did take the engineer. I think the thing that
Obviously.
We had to.
I think we've not. I don't think it lines up like Marine, veteran, whatever, with the particular weapon. But we took laser rifles, flamethrowers, grenade launchers, the Accutech, the thermal, the pistol, the laser carbine. I think we've taken every single one of those weapons.
Combos, yeah. Command TAC drone you didn't take with the communication relay TAC 1 hacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We know hacker's useless now.
Good thing we have hacker. He's been telling bad jokes all over the place.
And I will say that I like the model for the TAC drone.
It's expensive.
The missile launchers and stuff like that. It's
the
fun
regular
little
one,
like crab looking thing.
Spider bot.
I love it. I don't know for the additional tactician in case you lose your leader, nor for the communications relay.
What's it? Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
don't know. 3 VPs. I
and
don't
22
know.
points. It's expensive.
All right,
It's 4 points more.
So, if you could, how? I mean, it would be expensive, but you could take like 3 of them and do TAC. You'd be TAC 6. You know what I mean? Or TAC 7.
But it doesn't add, right? It only adds
it
when
doesn't.
you guys dead.
Yeah, but I think that's what it's there
extra
for.
communication relays, though. You get all those.
Mm-hmm. Now, Rob, what's communication relay?
Communication relay is you get a extra splat, but you can't re-roll it for the extra activation splat.
Just like the Asterians.
But you can't re-roll it.
No, it just so somebody. I tried to explain it to them, but it didn't work out. But anyway, the communication relay. So if you take 2 of them, you'd have 2 free move actions, basically 2 free.
Not move. Free activations.
Free activations? Oh, extra activation. I'm sorry.
Extra activation.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
moves,
yeah. So you'd have, if you take 3 of them, you take 3. You get 3 activations. I'm sorry.
Activations are alright, but they're not super useful.
No,
they can be, but if it was moves, that'd be different. That'd be like, yeah, for sure, that'd be worth it, 100%.
That's why the other guy. I mean, they're all good. And listen, the missile launcher. I don't know. It's
Frag.
It's a
Isn't
frag
it Frag
3, but
Yeah.
it's not heavy.
Well, it's because they're genetically engineered to be stronger. Oh no, wait, they're not.
No. But you know what though? Here's the thing. So now, looking at this, because I was like, you know what? I'll take the missile launcher, explosive frag 3 AP1, range 8. But for 4 points less, I took the heavy laser rifle, which is range 6 AP2. I'll take that. I can even move them up with the splat, and they can climb walls. So
oh yeah, or you could take one of each. I'm not gonna complain about the TAC drone. The TAC drone, I think they're reasonably priced. Not the command one, but the.
I'd like to just mention.
Go ahead.
How much is the missile launcher for the GCPS?
The missile launcher.
The guy with the missile launcher.
Well,
The
let's
grenade
see. I
launcher?
think that's a corporation veteran.
No, the missile launcher.
Do they have?
Oh, they don't have a missile launcher, do they?
No.
They have grenade launcher, which is better.
Right.
Missile launchers are heavy for enforcers, by the way.
Correct. But if you put him
Yeah.
on, I guess you put him on the TAC drone, the spidery thing.
Yeah, he's a robot. You can't compare peoples and robots.
Well, I'm just saying a grenade launcher. Well, enforcers don't get grenade launchers, so you can't even compare.
Well,
that.
they did, but then they changed it.
Don't Rebs have grenade launchers?
think so.
Who was the other person with the grenade launcher?
The Rebs with the grenade launcher, the Teraton has it.
But
that doesn't count. He's big.
the plague, the
boomstick.
They would have the HMG and grenade launcher.
Right.
They're called ghouls now.
Ghoul.
Oh, are you doing your research right now?
I'm just trying to see if anybody else. It's heavy for anybody, but I don't think grenade launchers are really heavy, are they?
No, I don't think so.
Jack,
Yes.
if you had tac drones, would you have taken them?
Okay, that's a interesting question, but I would have to say if I had the list that I could make with all of the items that I could, maybe. If I had the tac drone model and the rest of the models I do have, then yes, I would for sure.
Which one would you take?
I think the missile.
Yeah.
I like the missile launcher one. I think the Frag 3 is pretty effective for 20
That's
points.
That's the weird thing. The missile launcher here is AP1 Frag 3, but the missile launcher for a Enforcer is just AP3, I think it is. It's like a totally different weapon.
Right.
It's more of a grenade launcher, but it doesn't have indirect, I guess. Anyways.
Yeah.
Well, this
Nobody
is.
took a medi.
I guess this thing blows up, and the shrapnel's the AP1.
I guess so. The other one's it's more like a Gauss rifle. It should be called, not a Gauss rifle.
So instead of a anti-armor warhead, it's got an anti-personnel warhead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, nobody took the Medibot.
We know why.
Nobody took the heavy weapons team. You took the mortar team, right? So we have autocannon, laser cannon, and missile launcher.
So
teams.
take all that crap and take it out of there. The only one is mortar team. All right.
Yeah.
So we've said it a billion times in the past: the autocannon, the laser cannon, and the missile launcher. First of all, they're all heavy. All right, except the autocannon.
No, they're all heavy. They're all heavy.
The autocannon, yeah, they're all heavy. I'm sorry. Okay. So and by default, the mortar team is heavy because you can move, but then you can't
Indirect
shoot.
this.
Yeah, it's heavy. All right. I already gave a solution to them. They said it's no because it would make too much sense. You cannot take these things. I don't care what you say. You cannot take these things if you load the board. If you have hardly any terrain, you have four pieces of terrain.
Yeah, you'll
then
never
you're
get
good.
a
You're not going to get you're not going to get a shot off. There is no if you have. I'd say the most on the bottom level, I have is 3 cubes like across, but in the way is stuff. So I try to really. Not every cube, but
you never get in line of sight on something unless you can move up to it, or get higher.
Right. Now, if this was on one of the drones, like say the laser cannon on a drone, on one of the tac drones, yeah, give me some of that. You know what I mean? But this is one of those things that we're in dead zone. I think I could see them being useful in firefight. So it's like, all right, well, I got 6 laser cannon teams for firefight. Why can't I use them in dead zone? Well, actually you can. But you can't, but you
They
can.
just stuck.
You can use them technically, but you shouldn't. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
To throw it back to what we were talking about Overwatch. Now, if you had an objective and you had a weapons team on that and you said, okay, they're an Overwatch. Well, instead of just going, okay, I'll just go around here. He can't do anything. On my turn, I'll jump him and I'll be able to roast him. It'll be, I have to go through a hail of bullets or through rockets because I'm gonna activate the Overwatch.
Right.
Again, you're right. Getting line of sight, your enemy will choose when it jumps you before you will be able to line up a shot because you can't move and shoot.
Now, I will say, every time we brought this up in previous episodes, you guys were always staunch advocates of Overwatch, as you're doing now. I
will forever.
Yeah, I never used it, and I didn't think it was useful. But that we have our opinions. That's why this show works.
Different meta too,
right?
Like, just the way you play.
But I will say that if autocannon, laser cannon, missile launcher had Overwatch, or you could add Overwatch to it as an item or something like that.
Well, you can with a splat if you took that one guy.
No.
Why not?
not good enough. That's not what he's trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is, if it was like you said, like inherent, where you can choose Overwatch, maybe even just for the heavy teams, maybe just for that. Like the mortar team, you'd never do it for, but what I'm saying is let's say you take a laser cannon team, all right, range 8 AP3 heavy. You do not shoot with them at all. You run them up there, all right. Maybe put one of them Riot guys in there with them. Give them a little armor, all right. Well, you can't because they're size 3.
That's right. As
per the FAQ, which is ridiculous. Now you really got to do some bookkeeping. It was good the way it was. There's a guy in the freaking thing, yeah, because you're not going to give it to a size 4. You know, what was that?
For
Jack?
me, the simplicity of the rule doesn't make 100% sense. That you, yes, it would be too big to be behind the shield with the guy. Yes, but like. It was so slick. Everything in the cube. As soon as you say everything in the cube, that means everything in the cube, and you move on with your day. But okay, some people have not read the FAQ. We did during one of the breaks, and now we're all going to be fired up. We'll be talking the rest of the night about it. But
yeah. So, but like I said, if they had that, I would take a laser cannon, move them up somewhere, even maybe not on an objective, but near an objective, or just defending it, or maybe have an objective with 2 laser teams pointing a certain direction, and you want, all right, yeah, come on, Cletus, come on over, Cletus. But then you have the inherent Overwatch. That'd be sexy. You know what I mean? So
if you have an aberration, you're like, I think I could soak up that much damage. I'm going in. Okay. Then go. But if you're like, oh well, I took a bunch of scrubs. If I'm playing Veerman with a horde, you might go, okay, well, which one of you is going to go out there and take both Overwatches in the chops?
Or you could do this.
Not making it out, but you'll be doing God's work.
Let's say you sit there on Overwatch, okay? And like you said, you got an aberration coming. And I'm like, all right, you know what? You're getting these points this time. But I go, when I go first next time, I'm going to destroy you. You know what I mean? Because it like you said, it would be an inherent thing. It would be a long action. Like it was. Remember, it was a long action, correct?
Oh, you dedicated a whole turn.
Yeah. Because
it wasn't free. It wasn't just handed out like candy.
Yeah. And even the Overwatch, the splat, we didn't go over. But here's why I'm saying you were saying to take it, but it's not. Use this when an enemy model moves into a queue containing an unactivated friendly model. Okay, and then there's
it's only for defending against
rapid fire and all this stuff. So basically, like the guy comes in, you pop off a shot real quick. This is different. This is you know what? Don't call it Overwatch. Call it Sentry, or aliens. Aliens. Second one. You know what I mean? Because that's when I think of Overwatch, I think of that.
Sentry guns. Yep.
Yeah. The director's cut, the one with when they're actually, you can actually see them setting
the TV version. They're in the TV version. Another things we didn't take is Living Legends. The first one's Therese Washington, the new one. She came in the firefight box, I think. Did she come with the box set?
She came in the Dead Zone starter with the GCPS.
Yeah. She has aerial deployment, fire control, one of my favorite abilities, and jump pack and tack 1. And her fire control is good because she's got 2 pistols. One is a pistol, and the other one's an Accutech Peacemaker, which is the way to fire 1 knockback pistol. So she could just be 2-gun Sally. 2 VPs, 22 points. Not too expensive for tack 1. And she got an energy gauntlet too.
I will say that this Living Legend was really close. She is probably the best priced, equipped, and she's got a bunch of stuff. Aerial deployment, fire control.
It's actually a choice that you might want to actually use her.
For 22 points, it's not bad. She's
armor 1, she's 544, so she can survive a bit.
All right, so now here, I don't mind. I don't know, Rob. I won't speak for you, but you can chime in. She's a Living Legend. She fights on the 4. She's badass, man. She should.
Yeah.
Maybe she got a little bit of. She didn't go to the Enforcer camp, but she maybe trained with them a little bit, and maybe. What was that? I just felt a sharp pain in my arm. A few of those nanobots. You know what I'm saying? And she gets a little bit, more fighting. So,
I think she's just she's pistol whipping people as they come in.
Yeah.
She also got an energy gauntlet. I don't know how she shoots 2 pistols with the energy gauntlet in her hand, but hey, you know how it is. Maybe should be brass knuckles.
Maybe the pistol is part of the energy gauntlet.
There you go. Who else we got? Lieutenant Commander Roca,
Classic.
He's a strider.
Jump Pack Scout, TAC 2, 4.54, Armor 1, Hit Points 2, Sniper Rifle, Range 10, Sniper Scope, nice. 38 points and 4 VPs, though. God damn. Even I wouldn't take that guy.
You must be out of your mind.
That's a strider. That's a ogre. That's a.
It's an ogre and a marine.
Ogre with ammo, AP ammo.
Yeah, he's way too expensive. He's yeah.
And they took away, and he was. They made him cheaper, but they took away the AP. It's just,
no AP.
You know,
stupid expensive for some
Yeah.
reason. And then Major Lauren Chard used to be a leader, is no longer a leader.
Yeah.
She's got combat team training, comlink, and TAC 2. So you'd rather use her. Actually, you can put her in the thing. Use her as your leader.
Mm-hmm.
Pistol range 3, which sucks. 3 VPs, 28 points. You're only taking her for the combat team training, comlink, and TAC 2. That's the reason why you have her in your list. 4.54. She's going to stay at the back and not do anything anyways. But
Yeah, if you took her
pretty expensive as like a secondary leader, well, a first leader that replaces your leader. I think she should just been a leader. Just give her a different splat and make her a leader. That's it. The rest is all different shots and stuff that we never take. And
Riot Troopers. So let's discuss Riot Troopers here. So they have a defender
Is this
shield.
part of the hate? So, like, have we moved from what we have in take? Is this?
Yeah.
Are we officially moving into hate?
So I think here's the thing with the defender shield for 18 points. I think it's way too expensive. If it's a riot, like a riot shield, they should have a riot shield where it's like only gives them the AP and doesn't spread it around.
You don't think it's too expensive? You think it's too cheap?
I think it's way too cheap.
You said expensive. That's what I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cheap. Yeah, it should be a riot shield, right? That just protects themselves.
Yeah. Doesn't protect the guy next to you. Doesn't protect 3 other guys in there. It's just a riot trooper. The fighting on 4s though, it's really that's a hard
It's
a hard
kicking
pill
the
to swallow.
balls.
Yeah. I just don't,
And Smash 1 on their mates too. Smash 1. The only people that have Smash are huge people. To give him Smash is pretty impressive. The only other ones who Smash are like Goliaths and things like that. I mean, aberrations. So.
And range 4, sucks. Range 4. Well, range 4 is kind of like I said, the limit, but
it's in the minute. Way to fire 1's nice.
Like I said, it got coach's seal of approval in the video, but
he's a hand-to-hand guy, anyways. He's fighting on 4s and he's got that awesome mace. He's a hand-to-hand guy. So, what is he rolling? It's gonna be rolling 4 dice automatically, right? So
yeah, but armor 2, bro, and Smash, you're rolling
armor 1.
I'm sorry, no, armor 2.
Armor 2. What are you talking about?
It's armor 1 plus a defender shield.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So unless and now, what happens is in the old days you could actually rip that defender shield off. Remember, the guy drops the item. Now it's just like it's fused to him. So,
they're good.
Yeah.
As always, I think new troops that come into Dead Zone get all the love. And I think
new
in
shiny.
Version 3.2 or whatever it is going to be is going to they'll get nerfed a bit, I'm sure. Whatever the new shiny is, it'll get all the love. All the Maison guys.
The Maison
do
guys.
a pretty good job of not having the power creep that could.
Oh, I don't think
happen.
that's true.
For a lot of things, I think they bring in something that's comparable and it's in the thing. But this is, I don't know how they're going to sell it, what it's going to look like, what the situation is. But if you wanted to win games and you brought the Gotham Police Department, definitely they would be.
Yeah, it's one of the types of play. Yeah,
I didn't take it.
Yeah, if I wanted to smash face, they would be.
Jack didn't take them because he doesn't have them.
No, and I don't even know what they look like.
They have a shield with a mace.
Yeah, I think I've seen it's got an X in the front rather than the bars in the front for the shield.
Yeah,
and I think that's the difference between the Defender Shield and Riot Shield. But they look to me they look like comparable in size. So I was like, oh no, why isn't it a Defender Shield? does it mechanically work differently?
It is a defender. It is a defender shield. That's all it is.
But what I'm
We're
saying,
saying it shouldn't be.
visually, when I saw it with the X, I was like,
Whatever. It doesn't.
and I was like, oh, why? But it's just a defender shield with a different aesthetic.
Yeah, if you scroll. I mean, if you go to page 54, it's on there.
Okay, I could look if I wanted to. Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, there he is. That's a dapper looking model.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool.
They're good. They're hand-to-hand specialists. The funny thing is, the none of the miniatures show that mace, the amazing mace.
Mm-hmm.
It's all they got the shotgun. None of them show the mace,
Yeah, oh my gosh.
which is kind of funny. It's like they added the mace because they're like, let's make these guys hand-to-hand guys. Well, they're not. They're shotgun troopers.
But you know what?
We're gonna make them hand-to-hand guys.
That
That doesn't make sense.
You know, if you did give them a kind of maybe a riot gun, which would
Yeah,
be
like
a little bit
Their
better,
shotgun.
a better shotgun. I don't know.
That's
how.
what it is. Really,
They do.
it's range
Yeah, it
4
is.
and it gives knockback. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's twice as
Right.
twice as powerful as the shotgun.
So they gave him a better weapon and they gave him a mace out of nowhere. So
And giving them
But-
way to fire too.
way to fire 1 on a shotgun. It's gonna
Maybe give the
That makes
shotguns
sense.
way to fire 1. That would be all right. Which makes kind of sense when it sprays out. You know, more people would take shotguns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever. They new shiny. But that annoys me when they're like, let's add like an amazing weapon that's not even out in any of the models. Like they should have shown some of the models with a shotgun and some with a mace, and they'd been like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Maybe it's an option. Maybe when you buy the set, maybe you can. But
Off the
you
sprue.
think they would have showed them. They didn't show it in any of the. I looked on their website, and none of the minis. There's all different poses, and none of them have a mace. So.
Is it hanging by the side? Because I know I was told that you can't write a rule if it's not on the model.
Well, we like to
I mean,
call
that's-
that the.
That's what I was told. I mean, you know,
That was 3 years ago. Things change. People grow.
now we get ostracized for things.
Coach
Oh.
leaves. Nope, there's no mace to be seen. Any of these guys, they all got
Sure,
shotguns.
like,
over
even,
their
like maybe like a ninja sword off the back or something.
I don't see every angle. They don't do like a turnaround, so maybe. But
A cheeky Black Widow
Maybe.
over the shoulder look where you can just see the hams.
Maybe it's like a kind of lightsaber thing, like an energy thing that pops out. That's like maybe you can't see the handle.
I refuse to play your reindeer games. Any other hate? Do we have any other hate here?
So
I don't have
No.
any hate for these guys.
No,
I think they have a lot of options. Like it's almost confusing to try to make lists because everybody has so many options. It's
Nope.
just like okay,
This
please.
is me and Jack's dream. If Jack was not doing he's sticking to his guns, though. I will say that he's an honorable man. But Jack, if you were making, carte blanche list, you would go to town and go crazy, just list building 30 or 40 different lists with this, right?
yes. There's enough to play with, and you could make something that's a little more versatile than the like my toolbox. I opened it up and there was nothing but hammers. So
Right.
I'm hoping that there's that the other player brought a nail, but.
But if you put virtual glasses on and you had everything in front of you,
Yeah, give him my druthers. It would
Yeah.
be a whole different situation. Like I don't even dig aerial deployment so much, but there's a couple things in there that I was like, yeah,
it would
And
work.
That's
That's
definitely the ogres, the riot troopers.
the flamethrowers and the thermal rifles just got so much better with aerial deployment, just on that
So-
alone. I think what too though, when you think about the Riot Troopers, you could take a bunch of them, but what if you're playing like say, I mean, God forbid you're playing 150 points? How many of them are you going to fit in there? You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 if you're lucky. So I think maybe there is the thing as far as being OP. I don't see them being OP, but the armor 2 is pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
especially when nobody has armor anymore. Yeah,
AP.
hardly any AP.
AP, yeah. I guess you got to put them on fire.
And my one other thing that I might address is the metabot. I like the model. It's a little on the silly
Garish.
side. I've seen them painted up. Jeff Burbage did one that was like
Yeah.
beautiful.
But a good paint job on a crappy model is not good.
But in Star Saga as a scenery piece or as a interactive something other,
Or it was made originally for Dreadball, wasn't it? As the guy who run on the pitch to save money. Mini. Yeah.
Could be, but yeah, I don't see it in the aesthetic of this.
He's got a Fender Shield too.
Mm-hmm. You know what that is? I think that's a way of bringing all the families together. That's what it is.
A little overlap.
Yeah.
But,
you know what? I want a Metabot. It only comes in the starter set. Oh, let me try Dreadball, and I like Dreadball. So, which I will say that me and Andrew did an off the shelf game. We've been doing a little series where, you have everybody has a pile of shame, but I think a lot of us have shelves of shame. So we're taking stuff off that Mini Mart for $10. Let me buy this game, and then it stays there. We're putting them together and actually playing them, and I'm sad to say that we're playing them unpainted, but they're getting play. So
that's good. Now, where would we find this? If are you just doing it in your basement? You just
well, that was a good thing you asked. It's we try to do at least once a month, throw out a off the shelf game on Family Gamers.
On Family of Gamers.
Yes, on the YouTube channel, which you just happen to be in that universe presently.
Oh, okay. So someone could, after this video, watch just what you were talking about right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
I'm picking up what you're putting down, Jack.
Okay.
So, but Jack, now unfortunately, it has come to be your turn, and we've already done the Asterians, the Enforcers, the GCPS, the Marauders, the Maison, the Nameless, the Plague, the Rebs, and the Veermen.
There's only 2 left, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my turn to pick though. Like I
can't remember, but as a gentleman, I would throw it to you.
Okay, and just for the taste, the sake of time and efficiency, maybe I will just, and we can't do Forge Fathers because I don't have.
Hey Rob, I think there's only 1 left, bro. Because we did Veermen, correct? We did Veermen,
Marauders and
Forge Fathers.
We didn't do Marauders, correct? I'm sorry. I thought we did. Didn't we do the Marauders? Oh no, I had a Marauder background, but no Marauder list.
Yeah, one of the times I think, Coach, when it was your turn to pick, you had waffled a bit, and then you went with someone else. But
I got you.
Yeah, no, we have no choice. We have to go Marauders so that I can stave off the Forge Fathers.
The models that you have, what is their level of hobby that must be done?
They're already painted. They're already good to go.
To go into Jack's list.
They have to be painted.
Oh, even assembled. Like they would have to be assembled in what they would recommend, to a degree, what they would represent on the board. I'm not Rob's got his finger up. Oh, and he's pensive. Now his finger's down.
I'm doing a lot of research here, guys. I just looked up Therese Washington because I thought she was cool with her 2-gun Sally.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have 2 guns. She's got looks like a shotgun with 2 barrels. I don't know why they call it 2 pistols instead of calling it what it is.
Does she have
Once again, WYSIWYG is thrown out the window.
Does she have one on her hip?
No, actually. Nope.
Because I have it right there, but I don't want Jack to look at my bum.
She got an energy gauntlet and a double barrel shotgun. Guess
so
what?
Is it?
WYSIWYG is out the window. That's what happened.
So are you saying that it's a weapon that discharges 1 barrel? Like, is it over under, or you could go like
if I may, sir. If I may, sir.
Yes.
I'm hoping you can see across her chest, she has a pistol.
But she has fire control.
Right, so she does bang, 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 bang. She's like,
But a gun's not even in her hand.
Doesn't have to be.
No.
She's that quick, that badass.
Why does the Peacemaker look like a double barrel shotgun now? It never did before. Because it was somebody else had the Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the corporation, the general, Major General? He had the Peacemaker.
One of the leaders for this.
I refused to even look anymore. I'm done.
Okay.
Jack would pick the Marauders. We're gonna do Marauders next month.
Yes.
Marauders are fun. I think it'll be a fun list
That's a
because they're
good
fun to
list,
build
yeah.
lists. There's some new stuff too in the FAQ we might have to implement. So.
Yeah. So now,
Uh,
moving forward,
Okay.
consensus between the three of us. Are we using the new stuff in the FAQ? Because it seems like there are new characters in the FAQ.
well, I already built my list, so no. But you guys can do what you want.
I say going forward so that we can embrace the changes and the improvements that is the FAQ, but
Improvements.
So street rules, just street legal.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, if it's in the FAQ, it's tournament
we're-
rules. Yeah.
we're following the lead of our betters. So
You always go too far for
Jack.
the comedy, Jack.
oh, are you saying that?
You know what I'm saying. You don't have to repeat it.
Oh, okay.
So join us next time for Marauders. Until then, Jack, what are you up to?
I'm
Causing
glad
trouble.
you asked. I have a new
Oh my God.
podcast.
I feel
I
like
have
the
new
Patriot
podcast.
missile just shooting down his gun.
Yeah, there's an anti-aircraft. Just
Well, that's very
right.
90s. What's the new one now? The
I don't know.
that system they have now.
Okay. Well, I've got a new podcast, and I've already got sponsors. I've quit my job. I'm going to be able to do podcasting full time now with what's going on right now. If everything's good, I'll be golden.
Fogged up my glasses.
So I'm doing a podcast. It's going to be like a party atmosphere, party games situation. I'm calling it Jackbox Games because my name's Jack and it's Jackbox. And yeah, I got Quip on board for doing the toothbrushes and stuff and best fiends. So yeah, look forward to that. And as long as no one else has the name Jackbox Games, I'm golden. I will be on Easy Street. The
You should be fine.
last hunk of metal I'll ever have to sling in a factory.
I
So-
gotta tell you, man. I know you're going for it, but goddamn, Fight, Marry, Kill would be like the greatest. That would be just that would be liquid
That's part of,
gold.
that's one of the Jack in the Box games. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
He
so
plays it
far-
on the
No,
podcast.
but I'm just saying, like a half an hour, pick a genre, pick some Fight, Marry, Kills. Jack.
It would be, but no, this is I've hitched my
Special
way.
guests. You could do it like
It's,
almost like Hot Ones, but Fight, Marry, Kill. Forget about it.
Speaking of which, we could probably do that for
So
It's-
this is why it doesn't come out on time. Because I
And
lose
you
it.
brought
I
it up.
can't find it. I listened to it four
You-
times.
you-
I couldn't
you
find
brought
it
it
four
up.
times.
what about you, Coach? What do you got going on? Tell us about you.
Just doing a lot of stuff, man. We just I want to play some more Dead Zone. It's just that the time now, like everybody's like, well, don't you have summers off? I haven't had a summer off since I was 11. Honestly. So, but the hard part is we're doing so much and we're taping so much, and just nobody wants to edit. I got about 30 gig ready to go, and just
editing is a pain.
editing is the bane of the existence of a YouTuber. But we've been playing
you're
some
still
other
doing it.
games. Yeah,
You're
we
doing
have.
it. You're filling this feed full of good content, and everyone knows where to find it. It's right here.
Yeah, we're
Look
trying
around.
to. But if anybody has any ideas, they're more than willing to. I'd be more than happy to do. One guy suggested something, and I started working on it. So.
Oh,
quick
was it?
comment.
Was it someone who had said take the starter boxes? Rob,
Okay.
I'm behaving. The starter,
Yes.
the available starter boxes. He was in the comments, and like, no one said hi to me when I hopped in and said, "Hey,
Mhm.
everyone." Kind of just let me hang there.
I don't
Again,
think people come back and check the comments. That's the hard. I do, but
I don't know. Like I've never won a tournament, nor am I a phenom in the as a Pathfinder like Rob. I just kind of
And yet you were one of the three pillars that hold up this whole universe.
I suppose so. I'll have to.
It's kind of like a Terry Pritchard novel. Like the three of us are holding up everything.
Yes, and they'll go, that one, he's functioning. But I won't say hi to him. Anyways, what about you, Rob? Rob, what are you up to besides going to Gen
I like the
Con?
way that you just glossed over the thing that you said, but yes, I'm doing that.
First of all, I'd like to say I am not a Pathfinder. I have no connection to Mantic, but I will be helping at the Mantic booth at Gen Con. Come visit. And we do.
And if you were a Pathfinder, you'd fight on sixes. So
if I were a Pathfinder, I would get stuff.
Okay,
but you have to work. I don't want to have to go to places and actually demo games and stuff.
Which you do anyway.
Not on my own time.
You're voluntold by the Pharaoh, and that's where you're happy.
Only at conventions. That's it is.
Yeah.
We also have a podcast called Mobile Armor Radio with Brian Novak from Dead Zone the Podcast and Community Pat, the Pharaoh himself. We talk about big stompy robots. You can find that on any podcatcher. And on YouTube, Jack, the Pharaoh, and I do a show all about Dragon Magazine. We're going chronologically from the beginning, making fun of Gary Gygax quite a bit, it seems.
I love when you guys get on Gary Gygax.
Well, he's got a lot to get on, so it's kind of fun. But it is controversial at times, but it's fun to go through history and see where it all began. And it should be fun as we go through. So we're up to like episode 50, something like 40 something, I think. So
and how many
we've
issues
been going
are there?
400 and something, I think.
Okay.
So 10 years. I think it was 10 years we've worked it out.
I was going to say 300 years, and that is a monthly release.
No, that's a weekly podcast or a weekly YouTube channel. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
So find Dragon's Tome on YouTube and check that out. Please subscribe because we need more subscribers because Jack gets all down about nobody listening. So
I subscribed.
Thank you.
I think I was number 2 behind Jack. Jack and his alter ego. So
Jack never subscribed.
No notifications for Jack.
I just looked up Jackbox Games, and I quit my job, and
is there a Jackbox?
There's already a well-established Jackbox Games, and I'm ruined.
Maybe if you put the O.
I'm fucking ruined.
See, this is not going to come out on time. Thanks, Jack.
His life's falling out about him. You can edit.
I have no job.
Wait,
yeah, you can
take
please send donations to Jack, especially
take the
for
O and
fathers.
put the 2 dots over it, and you're good.
An umlaut? No. Anyone want to buy a Ram Warlock? Because I have to sell my vehicle.
Well,
A
you
Ram
can put
Warlock.
gas in that anyways.
What's a Ram Warlock?
It's a truck.
Really?
Dodge Ram Warlock. Yes. He bought it for
Ruined.
the name, obviously.
The big unicorn on the side. I don't know. That might be a tough sell.
There's Jack's 1,000-foot stare. Anyways, please do come watch our stuff and watch Family Gamers. We'll be back next month. We'll see if Jack's hung himself by then, but if you have issues, there is a number you can call. Jack, take to notes.
If you feel like hurting yourself, there is a
That's right.
1-800.
I should have went Fight, Marry, Kill. I should have. Now in hindsight, I'm
You can rebrand.
okay.
We'll be back next month.
Is there a you don't know Jack? Because that I could really do the really
I've never heard of it. I'm sure that's
okay.
You know what, Jack?
Okay.
I'd go for that one.
It's been so long, nobody remembers.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. Oh, I might survive this.
You know, it's good because you banned the Doors. I mean, it's been so long that nobody remembers the old one anyway, so you're good.
Perfect. I'm back, baby.
So we'll be back next month. Until then, I've been Rob.
I'm Jack.
Coach.
And hopefully we'll all be here next month. See, when they look back in this episode and Jack's hung himself and I've been shot in Indianapolis and it's just Coach sitting there by himself. This will be ironic.
Thank God he got rid of the dead weight.
Oh, ouch.
Pun intended.
Now Jack will hang himself.
Unless one of the greatest lines Jack ever said was, "I'll be saying it till my dying days." So until Monday. See, I was a fan before. I remember
That's true.
everything.
That's true.
No.
Anyways, bye-bye. See you
Bye-bye.
later. Will any of us actually make it into the show?
Yeah.
That's the question.